Hello, welcome back to Brock's Basement. This is going to be my comic book full list for the week of November 15th, 2023. Yeah, we're like almost 3 weeks into November. Next week is Thanksgiving. So, yeah, let's get right into this week's books. First up, we have a new book coming out from Tom King. It's through Boom Studios. Peter Gross and Tamara Villan are on the book as well. But this is the preview, so it's the ash can, and that's for Animal Pound. Yep. This is supposed to be a new modernish take on Animal Farm, so we'll see what Tom has in store for us. But yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. Next up is Batman and Robin #3, Joshua Williamson's take on Batman and Robin. I've read #1. I need to get back to reading it, so we'll see. But I enjoyed #1. Next up is another Tom King book, and that's book 11 on Dane for Danger Street. We're coming close to the end here. This one is a different take than most of Tom's other stories. So pacing wise, I don't think people have been over the moon about it, but I've enjoyed it for the most part. So yeah, Danger Street, good stuff. Next up is Ram V's run on Detective Comics. This is issue 1077. I need to get caught up. Funny enough, I got caught up on a couple of books, single issues from DC. I had to go in and make sure I had the correct credit card on my Disney Infinite app, or Disney Universe Infinite, or whatever they're calling that thing. And I was like, hey, I can read comics digitally. So I read some comics digitally today. I need to, once I'm done recording this and stuff like that, I'm probably going to pound through a few more of those titles. But I did finish the DC horror Dr. Sargent one, written by Bruce Campbell. That one was good overall. I like that one. And then I'm reading the Justice League Infinity, the animated one. It's not the best, but yeah, I'm getting through some. So far, I've read over at least 60 comics digitally. If it's $100 a year, I'm trying to get 100, so I can at least justify $1 an issue of reading. But yeah, what do you know? Let's get back to the list. Next up, we have another one by James Tynion, the fourth, and that's The Deviant. This is a Christmas story. Tis the season for holiday stories to come out and horror holiday stories to start coming out. So yeah, I'm going to check that out and see if it's worth me continuing. Next up is Fish Flies, #3. Jeff Lemire's book is amazing. It's fantastic. If you have not read it, it's in the vein of all of his books, and it's just amazing, and you should be reading it. Next up, we have Geiger Ground Zero, issue 1. This continues the Geiger series, so I'm curious to dive back in to this universe. I liked Junkyard Joe. I like the original Geiger, so let's go and see what John's right. Yeah, John's and Gary Frank have in store for us. Next up is Green Lantern #5. I read the first issue or two, liked them, so I'm going to keep going with it. But yeah, it's like Rage of the Red. We're getting some of the color spectrum back. Talking about James Tynion the fourth, The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Cross #5. This is most likely, if this is the last issue or to be continued, I'm probably going to stop. But I'm going to finish out at least the first arc of it. It's okay. It's definitely not a book that's aimed completely at me. I do feel there is an audience for it, and I hope that it finds its audience. Next up, we have The Outsiders #1. I'm super stoked because it's Outsiders. Woohoo! So yeah, I gotta pick it up, man. So Unearthing the Secrets of the DCU. So we'll see what crazy stuff the Outsiders get into. Hopefully, it's good. Next up is Mark Russell's Rumpus Room. First 2 issues have been fantastic. Mark Russell just knocks it out of the park with the just social commentary, political commentary, all of it. Just amazing. If you read Mark Russell stuff, it's great. Next up is another Ram V book. I believe this is the last issue of the series. I'm not sure, but it is The Vigil by Ram V for DC. Again, I read the first 2 issues, enjoyed it, so I just need to get caught up with the rest of it. A series that I'm now 77 issues behind on, and that is Walking Dead, the deluxe version. So almost halfway. Mm-hmm. I picked up the #1 for this, read it, and I enjoyed it. I'm not a huge fan of the art, but I did enjoy the story, and I think it's worth continuing. And that's the Wesley Dodds Sandman, written by Robert Ventetti. So this is issue 2. Definitely good story. Two more books. Wildcats number 12. I think this is the last one for this run, which honestly hasn't been the best. So, yeah, less said about that. But this goes into World's Finest Teen Titans. This is issue 5. Mark Waid knocking out of the park. But yeah, great stuff. I enjoyed the first few issues. You just caught up. It's a theme. I did get some catching up on cleaning up stuff this past weekend, so that was good. Next up, the variants. So the first one is for Danger Street number 11. Snag that variant there. Of course, Outsiders had a awesome Dan Mora variant, so I snagged that one up as well. And Wildcats 12 had a variant by Jay Anagulito. Pick that one up as well. I did get some graphic novels. It's mainly IPs, but I got the Star Wars Epic Collection, the Legacy stuff for the Empire. This is volume 8. Yeah, I basically was collecting these Epic Collections. They're awesome. I had a really nice run of them, and then they got water damaged at the old place that we lived at because water was dripping between the wall and my bookcase, and I did not know about it for a while. So yeah, so I'm in between. So most of it is still a fair amount of it is still Epic Collections, but I've been transitioning some of them that I can't get certain ones to Omnibus. But the Empire was one that didn't get damaged, and so I'm volume 8 on this, and I have all 8. One day maybe I'll sit down and plow through some of this legacy stuff for Star Wars, but not today. And then finally for graphic novels, I got the all-new Firefly, The Gospel According to Jayne, volume 3. So I snagged this one up because I've been collecting all the Firefly hardcovers. They're nice little hardcovers, solid. They're over here. They're display nice. Just need to sit down and read them. Don't have much time to read. And more reading. And this one's a novel. I picked up the Star Wars High Republic, The Eye of Darkness by George Mann. That's another Star Wars book. So once I get to it, I've read the I've read some story about this character here from the High Republic stuff. So we'll see if it continues that. But yeah, I have a whole slew of Star Wars books I need to get to as well. So I like reading. I just like getting stuff to read. I think more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I know it was kind of a light week this week, but with the holiday next week and only one more week remaining in November after that, it's pretty much done, and then it's Christmas time. So a handful of the next few weeks' books are probably going to be really light, and we might not even have any towards the end of the year, depending on how everything falls with shipping and the Christmas holiday and the New Year's holiday. So I will keep you updated as much as I can. But thanks for watching again. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. Engagement helps people see us, or see the channel, I should say. And also, subscribing, sharing, all that fun stuff. Engagement, that's what you're looking for. Woohoo! You can listen to me on the comics. You can listen to me as well on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We did not record this past week, but we will be recording next week. We have a handful of stuff to talk about industry-wise, and we're going to probably talk about the Marvels. I'll give you a quick little synopsis here. I really enjoyed the Marvels, watching it with my daughter. We went on Sunday. I kind of surprised her that we were going. She had a blast and enjoyed it. It was everything I think that she felt a female superhero would be, I guess. It's not aimed at me, but and I know that. So I'm not mad at it. I'm happy that my daughter enjoyed it and that I got to share the experience of watching it with my daughter. Are there things I could butcher that movie for? Yes. There's plot holes all over the place. There's stuff that I'm like, I don't like that. Why? What? But it doesn't matter. My daughter had a great time. My daughter loved it. It was good. It was a fun, solid movie. It's not going to break any records. It's not going to do anything fantastic. Tons of people are giving it so much hate, but that's just that type of machine. So make a decision on your own. Go watch it yourself, or don't watch it and don't say anything. I don't know. There is no. I heard something today on the internet. There's no right way to do the wrong thing. Anyway, what was I about? Oh yeah, or the podcast. You can listen to previous episodes. There's a link in the description below. As always, you can click on that and go check us out over there. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It does help out immensely. And yeah, you can help me out more directly if you want any of the books featured today. So the Firefly, the Star Wars High Republic, Eye of Darkness, and the Star Wars Epic Collection will all have a link to an Amazon where you can purchase there. I know buying books from Amazon is probably not the best way to try and make money on a YouTube channel, but I link what I can. So those are the things I'm going to link. I also have 2 links to 2 of the things I think everyone should buy or read this year, and that is The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. It's the link to the deluxe, but you can get any version if you click through the link. Yeah. And then also Wonder Woman Historia, because it is fantastic and you should get a hardcover copy. It is nice. Get it. I wonder how they're going to do a fancy deluxe edition of that, but we'll see. I'll cross that bridge when we get there. I've had a long day. It's been a long week. I got some stuff done over the weekend. That's good. What else? Oh, I'm constantly getting rid of stuff, purging stuff. Most likely have a couple of sets coming up soon. I purged out a couple of my Star Wars Epic collections that I was replacing with omnibuses. So that's those couple of things are up there as well. So yeah, check out my eBay page. Again, link in the description below. And yeah. Whew. You can also, if you want to pick up a copy of Meanwhile, it's right here. This thing right there. That's the comic that I have a short story featured in with art by Lane Terasaki. So head over to comicsconspiracy.biz or Comics Conspiracy's eBay page, but I would just go to comicsconspiracy.biz. And you can order yourself a copy of Meanwhile. You can get a couple other creators and my story. So yeah, it's a good book. Check it out. I think there's a link in the description below as well. So can I do that? You can follow me on all the socials. On Twitter, I am brocksager, as well as Bluesky. I'm brocksager. I do have Bluesky codes, so official this one. If anyone comments, all the others don't exist anymore. So if you want a Bluesky code, please message me. Somebody messaged me on Twitter. I tried to get back to them, but they didn't get back to me, so I'm going to try a little bit longer. So who knows? Maybe they got one and just gave up, but that's fine. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Brock's Basement, where I post the comic book movies I check out, comic book related stuff, things I do like the puzzles. I just finished a 1,000-piece Star Wars puzzle, and I did it, mind you, not even looking at the picture. I started doing the border, and I got the border done. Because normally I just pick out the edge pieces and do the border first as I dump everything into the bucket. And then I just didn't look at the poster. The box was upside down. Everything seemed to be in kind of these nice little spaces. So I just did it without looking at the picture once. So, yay me. That's an accomplishment. So yeah, so you can see what that one looks like over on my Instagram at Brock's Basement. I'm tired. I need to get this posted. I need to get some comic books read. Just in general, try and relax and have a nice evening. I hope everybody has a good had a good Veterans Weekend, and is the weekend coming up before Thanksgiving. I hope everyone is prepared for the feasting that is going to go on. I have next week off completely, so expect a video as well as maybe more if I can get off my butt and do it. But yeah, everyone, have a great weekend before Thanksgiving. Have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys next week.